Hey, it's Pete from Cheap Homesteading, and today we're going to start boiling some sap. It's about 4:30 in the morning. If you've been around the channel for a while, you've probably seen my evaporator and you've seen how I do things. But you know what? Today I am going to film from the very beginning right through to the end, hopefully, if everything works. It kind of gets hectic at the end of the day, so it makes it very hard to film and finish up the maple syrup, but we are going to try this here. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to be boiling some sap. I'm going to show you what I do in a day when we're boiling sap. So let's go. Okay, so the first thing we got to do is open the chimney. And I have a chimney that has a flap on top of it, and I have a cord, and I just pull on it and hang it on that nail. Okay, so there you go. The chimney is open. Well, sorry about the light, but it kind of gives you the whole experience of what we're doing out here. The best way I found to start my evaporator is because it's moist, it's damp out here because there's dampness on the ground. So even the paper is pretty damp. I found these garden torches, and whatever you do, don't like blow yourself up or something like that, but just be careful. And I found this works the best, and you're a little bit away from the fire too. It works good. My evaporator is a very simple system. I got a fire under the front. It heats the front pan. The smoke goes along the bottom, and then it heats the back pan, and then it goes out the chimney. So it's very simple, and I find it relatively efficient. I can boil a lot of sap. I wouldn't say in a short period of time because it takes all day, but at the end of it, you have a lot of maple syrup instead of boiling all day and ending up with a liter. So it's really efficient. There's 480 liters in both of these pans. I counted it when I dumped it in, and this cube has about 900 liters in it. So we have a ton of sap to boil today. My guess is going to be a late night. So we started early, and it's going to pretty well go right till late tonight. So that's what you want to see coming out of the sugar shack. That means a lot of moisture is being boiled off. That's why I put the big openings at the top. I may have made them a little bit too big, but really, it gives a good space for the steam to escape the building. So my rear pan is getting low, so I'm gonna have to refill it. I wanted to make a way that I could actually pour the sap into the pan without having to haul sap on boiling day, because you're doing a whole bunch of other things trying to feed the fire. So what I did was I put my cube on a stand, and I am super happy I did. This is definitely the best way I know how to move sap without having power or anything like that. It is about 7 o'clock now, and it is finally coming to a real good boil. That's when it really starts evaporating. The back pan hasn't really started to heat up yet, but this is basically secondary heat, so it's going to take a bit of time for the smoke that comes from the front pan to actually heat up the water, because there's no flames under there, it's just under here. Okay, so the pan's getting down a bit. We're gonna open it. Gotta keep an eye on it. I've been walk away, get wood, and next thing you know, it's almost overflowing. So my first thoughts on this was you just allow it to dribble in. But I found out that it really does slow down your boil a lot. So what I've been doing lately is basically allow it to boil down in the pan till the pan starts to get pretty low. Refill it right to the top again, and then continue this process until it's all boiled down. It seems to be working better this way. So when you're boiling, you want to keep the fire hot and have a consistent heat all the way through, which is the hard part because it's a wood fire. I'm feeding it. I may not put a log on fast enough, and then the fire starts to go down. You really need to try to keep that fire hot the whole time, and a lot of that is you throw some big logs in, but then you need to throw in some smaller branches to get quick heat whenever the fire seems to go down. So whenever you put colder sap in, you're gonna pretty well stop the boil. So basically when you're putting in sap into the pan, this is the time that you get the fire going. So get some smaller branches in. So whenever you are done putting sap into the pan, it is gonna boil pretty quick. So the whole goal is to keep the pan boiling as consistently as possible. So what I do is when I start to see that the fire starts to wane just a little bit, I will throw 2 big logs in, let that burn. Normally by then I need to start putting sap in the big pan because it's kind of come down a little bit. I throw some small branches in it, and by the time I'm done filling the pan, it's getting real hot, and then it doesn't take long to boil again. You want to keep it boiling and boiling hard as long as you can, because every time you allow the fire to go down and it stops boiling, it takes so much time to get back up, and it just lengthens the amount of time you need to boil. The biggest thing is to keep the pan boiling as hard as you can and consistently boiling. If you don't have the sap in the pan, it's not going to get any warmer in the cube. So it's really important to fit as much sap in here as you can, because it is heating up. You're taking advantage of the fire that you do have. So this one here, the pan tips forward, so I can't put much more in this pan because this side is pretty much to the rim. We're going to skim off this foam. A lot of the impurities and stuff that's in the sap gets caught in the foam. Okay, so it's 9:40. We are still boiling, and it is getting a little bit better, but it is still really watery. I calculated 35 liters of maple syrup, so it might be a little bit tight for the finishing pan. So I am kind of contemplating finishing it in the big pan, but we're just gonna wing it for now. We're not taking any more of the back pan right now. We're leaving about 1 inch in so the pan doesn't burn. We can't take the pan off because it's actually part of the chimney, because the smoke goes out and then up the chimney, so we can't remove it. So we have to leave a little bit of sap just to make sure that the pan doesn't burn. So we're gonna check it with a hydrometer. A hydrometer is a float that as the maple syrup gets thicker, it'll float higher and higher. And when it goes to the line, that'll show hot test. That's where it is ready. So we're gonna try to stop it just before that, because you lose a little bit of moisture as everything is cooling down. So let's see where it's at now. It's hard to see, but it is floating. It's got to go to here to be ready. So it's got a little while to go yet, but it goes really fast the closer you get to the line. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep checking it and keep checking it. When it's a little bit before we're ready, we're going to start shutting it down. I'm going to throw water under it and get the fire out, because that's the only way I can shut down the boiling process. So you don't want to wait right to the line, because by the time you get it shut down, it's actually going to be too dry. So we're going to stop it just before. It's starting to foam a bit. Okay. All right, I think it's close enough. No. We're going to put it. So.
What do you want me to do?
That was stuff.
What do you want me to do?
What? No. I don't know where that pad went. I dropped it. Okay. Okay, so we're trying to put out the fire quick to cool down the pan. We got the fire mainly out. The maple syrup is ready. So we're gonna try to slide the pan off so we can drain it into our locking pots. Just ahead of it. And then there must be fire at the back still, I guess. Okay, so we're just gonna do this. There we go. You wanna get the pots?
Yep.
So here. And we're gonna So we're pouring it into the pots. These pots, you could actually put the lids on and lock them. So when you put them on your four-wheeler, you're not going to lose all your maple syrup. So there you go. The maple syrup's done. Have a good one.